Today, at approximately 11:55 a.m., in the 4100 block of West Edgar Place, officers assigned to the department's Special Investigation Division were conducting an investigation of a residence regarding illegal possession of firearms and distribution of heroin and cocaine. While conducting surveillance, officers observed a suspect of the investigation exit the residence and drive away. The officers initiated a traffic stop, and the suspect initially pulled over in the 5000 block of North 42nd Street. After officers made contact with the suspect fled and the vehicle pursuit ensued. The pursuit ended when the suspect vehicle collided with an uninvolved vehicle in the 4000 block of West Villard Avenue. The suspect fled on foot, and a foot pursuit ensued where the suspect was finally arrested. During the foot pursuit, a second suspect who is associated with the first suspect driving a different vehicle struck an officer involved in the foot pursuit with their vehicle. At the time, a detective involved in the foot pursuit discharged his firearm at the second suspect's vehicle. That vehicle fled the scene. At this time, it is unknown if the individual in the vehicle was struck by gunfire. We continue to seek the second suspect and the vehicle. The first suspect is a 29-year-old male, and a firearm was recovered that was discarded by him during the vehicle pursuit. The driver of the uninvolved vehicle that was struck by the suspect during the vehicle pursuit was transported to the hospital for minor injuries. The injured officer is a 29-year-old male with 10 years of service. He was transported to a local hospital for treatment of serious but non-fatal injuries. The detective that discharged his firearm is a 33-year-old male with over 15 years of service. He will be placed on administration duty as is routine in officer-involved incidents. This is a fluid and ongoing investigation. The Milwaukee Police Criminal Investigation Bureau is leading the investigation. Criminal charges will be referred to the Milwaukee County District Attorney's Office in upcoming days. And at this time, I'd like to wish on behalf of the Milwaukee Police Department, our officer personally, speedy recovery and blessings. Any questions?
Have you spoken to that officer?
Not at this time, but I am going to follow up with him and just check on him and maybe be able to interact with his family.
Chief, a witness does say that he witnessed a cop or another person from the police force shoot at the cop accident. Is that true? Can you confirm that?
I didn't catch that.
The witness said that he saw an officer shoot his gun and it hit the officer and the suspect. Is that true?
So what I can confirm is during this incident, after our officer was struck, the detective that was with that officer had engaged that particular individual or the vehicle and shot at it. We at this time do not know if we have struck the vehicle or the individual inside the vehicle. We are in search of that particular vehicle, and we will be looking for to see what was the end result of that.
And then who shot the police officer that was hurt?
That is not correct. That was not the...
Who shot the police officer that was hurt? That's right now.
No, that's not correct.
That's not correct. Okay.
So the officer that was struck by a vehicle that was involved in the pursuit in an interfering way. So that is what took place.
But no officer has been shot?
No officer to our knowledge, no officer during this investigation has been shot. That's correct.
Was the suspect, are you saying that this vehicle intentionally struck this police officer?
We believe that is so. We believe that that vehicle was involved with the suspect that we were following or pursuing after for the narcotics and firearm investigation. And from what we understand at this time, it looked very intentional.
And this person is still on the run right now?
Yes.
Chief, can you please describe exactly how the 29-year-old officer with 10 years of service was struck, where he's hurt? Was he unconscious for a short time? Didn't even remember what happened?
This officer was out there protecting our community. Officer was engaged in an individual who was involved in violent and actual, illegal behavior in our community. As this officer was engaging the individual who was the suspect in this particular situation, as he was running towards this suspect who was fleeing from a car that crashed, they were going across the street at the time where the second individual who's a suspect in this particular case, driving a vehicle, intentionally struck the officer, and we all understand that the officer did suffer some serious injuries. He is still being treated at this particular time. I don't know the seriousness of it, but thank God that he is alive. But we don't know, again, in regards to the full extent of it. But I'm angered. I'm not happy with this. This is a situation where we are engaging in, again, protecting our community. And there are individuals who are more interested in helping those who are creating harm to our community rather than supporting those who are out there putting their lives on the line for our community. So I don't know the full extent of this, but I'm very bothered by this, and I hope our community is just as bothered by this behavior, because this is unacceptable on all different type of levels.
And the officer did lose consciousness, correct?
Again, I'm not a doctor. I know that he suffered serious injuries. The full extent of it, we will be able to find out a little bit later, but I know that he is still under treatment at this time.
Any suspect vehicle
Could
information?
you describe more of like what the suspect
Guys, please,
looks like?
let's stay in order. Do you have a question?
So you said there was another suspect that is still out there. Is that what you said?
That is correct.
So there was 3 suspects altogether.
And there's believed to be 2 suspects at this time, but again, this is an ongoing and fluid investigation. And as things start to unfold, we may find out more.
Could you
take one more
describe the
question.
suspect?
At this time, it's still an ongoing search right now. We currently have some great leads, and we don't want to interrupt or disrupt the investigation by revealing too much at this time until we know certain what we have in regards to this particular identified suspect and vehicle.
And
Thank you.
TMJ4 News is also at 22nd and Keith.